Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing the beta of turn-based tactical strategy game Frozen Synapse 2. The main feature that the sequel adds, I would say, is the city game, where you go around and vie for control of a city while taking care of hostile attacks that attacks all the different factions in the city. It also has the skirmishes against the AI, although they're not in this version of the beta yet. That were present in the first game. It also has all the multiplayer modes that you want to have there, so you can create new games using any of the modes, extermination, charge, disputed, all that stuff. New is the ability to do one-turn games, which does a randomly generated thing with random units, and then you just play out one turn and try to beat other people's score in that one turn. So it's really kind of a real quick, way of playing the game. So I'm going to show off the city game because I think that's the most interesting addition here. So I'm going to load the last save game that I had available. Alright, so the way that this works is you get this city. The city layout is the same every time, although you start in a random building inside of the city. The primary objective is to go in. You have these little incursions by this hostile faction that's hostile to everybody on the map, so everybody's fighting them. You go in, you fight those battles, you drive the story. There is a story in the in the city game, and try to defeat them. In addition to that, you can align with any of the other factions. There's a lot of factions in the game here. You can go in and do missions for them. You can ally with them. You can declare war on them, try to take their headquarters, take them out of the game, stuff like that. And they're all trying to do missions while you're doing your missions. So it's really kind of an interesting little, world, living world sort of setting there that you can do. All of the money that you get are done by completing missions. Missions give you a monetary bonus. You have these kind of take care of these raiders. It's sort of easier missions, which is what I'm going to do because it'll be a little bit easier, and I don't want to spoil the story that happens when you go after the incursions. The incursion missions are a little bit more scripted. They kind of recycle the same sort of set pieces, which are not bad. It's just that these other side missions are more randomized. You can also do missions for the different factions in the game. Problem is, a lot of these are go here for 12 hours, and you can't do that because, at least in the beginning of the game, because these incursions crop up so frequently, you really need to dedicate your squad towards that. Right now, I'm at the point where I have like 1.5 squads available. So really, when I get to the point where I can afford 2 squads, I'll be able to do more than do some of those side missions and actually start to go heavy into aligning myself with some of the other factions in the game and declaring war against other ones. But as of right now, I can't really dedicate basically my entire team for a 12-hour sit and wait while there's all these other incursions that are going on. The money that you earn by completing missions is used to purchase new units. There's a lot more units in this version of the game. Scoped rifles, knives, I guess, pistols, the usual assault rifle from before, grenade launchers as well, riot shields, which just deflects bullets and stuff like that. There's mines and flamethrowers and toxic grenades, submachine guns, a lot of different options there, which are very interesting tactically. Then you put those units in your squads. Now, when your units die during a mission, they're not really dead. They're vat forms. They're not real humans, so they will regenerate over time. So what I do is I have a hospital squad that's everybody who's dead back at the headquarters, and then once they regain to full strength, like this guy, then I drag him back into my primary strike team. And then eventually I'd like to have a 6-unit strike team and a 6-unit second team, and that will allow me to do more than one mission at a time. As it stands right now, what I'm going to do is show off one of these little side missions because I don't want to ruin the story too much by doing the main Sonata mission. So I'm going to accept this contract here, and I will send my strike team squad, which is basically my main squad right now, over there. I also have another squad called FedEx, which I use for delivery missions. They have some really easy delivery missions, so you can get some money to begin with as you go on. You really start making the serious money when you can start to afford to do these go after these unit type missions from the other factions, and then you really exponentially grow the size of your squad. But in the beginning, it's fairly slow growth because you can't afford to do multiple missions or those 12-hour missions because it just takes too much time to do it. So press play. You can notice that all the other factions are sending their units around, so they're doing all their own missions while you're doing your missions. My hospital unit has regrown, so I will take those guys and put them in my Bravo team. Now, 3 units, probably wouldn't want to send those out because they're not going to be able to defeat all but the really easiest of missions there. So I'm going to kind of keep them there until I can get enough money to really fill it out with 6 units. We can accelerate time. There's another incursion. Like I said, you really don't have time to do anything other than the main missions until you have more than one squad. So I'm going to ignore that because, again, I don't want to really spoil it for now. You really do have to pay attention to the incursions because they come with these relics, which give you bonuses. But if you don't get them, then the opposing factions, the other factions, can get access to them, and that's bad for you because they'll be too powerful for you to counter them. So my team has arrived at the bio farm, so I can give orders to them. And then this takes, works just like a regular Frozen Synapse game. While the city is not randomly generated, it is the same city layout every time. These missions are randomly generated, so you have this kind of cool little zoom in thing. And then this is all, different every time that you play. So I give 6 missions against their 3. It was a medium mission, so it's pretty easy. And then this plays out like the classic, Frozen Synapse thing. So, well, this is an interesting little building. Everybody's outside, which is weird. So I'm going to move it over here. A couple new orders that you have. You can engage and stop on site, which I think is new. You can also focus on a zone of the map, which is pretty interesting. The other major thing is when you do the aim icon, you have this little diamond, and you get a bonus if the unit is located inside the diamond, in addition to just facing towards them, which I think is another interesting tactical addition there. So I'm just going to kind of bring my shotgun along this way and just kind of aim towards this way, I think. Bring my submachine gun kind of along the same area, because I don't really... Well, I can bring them through the building. So I think I'm going to bring maybe this guy here. Well, see, these guys aren't going to come in. So I'm actually going to bring them all this way. Same thing with the grenade. Same thing with this guy. My sniper, I'm going to bring down here and then basically peek down that way. So again, I don't really know what they're going to do. The other main difference here in the in issuing orders is you can do long turns. What long turns does is it keeps playing, instead of doing every 5 seconds like in the previous game, it keeps playing until all of your units have fulfilled their orders. So it makes it so if you're traversing large distances on the map, it makes it like you don't have to keep hammering the prime button every time, which is really kind of nice. I think that's orders for everybody, so there we go. Not going to be a very exciting first turn, but that's alright. The AI is good like usual. There are some really interesting firefights that can crop up. Oh, there they are. Oh my god, they took down both of my guys. Well, this is going terribly first. Now, one thing you can do, and I might actually do this, you could actually go back to any previous turn, which, when you're dealing with this sort of scripted Sonata missions, you really need to, because you have to beat those missions to progress in the city mode. So you can go back and reload any turn during the game, or you can go back to restarting the missions. So I'm actually going to restart, because that was awful. And I'm going to just use my shotgun and aim and try to take out those guys, because I didn't think they would actually come around the corner. Alright, so we'll be a little bit more careful this time. So we're going to aim this way and then just kind of go down that way. And I'm going to use this guy to aim that way and kind of strafe him over to the side. And then I can use this guy to go here, and then we'll diamond him up there. And then these guys, I'm still going to kind of do the same thing. And then at this point, start aiming that way. And then I'm going to bring these guys through the building. Right. That should be a little bit better, I think. Shotgun should win close quarters. And we'll see if I do any better this time around. Man, well, they got the one. I don't think anybody else got hit, though. They only had 3. Yeah, alright. So, that's not... I mean, I lost 1 unit, so I'll have to regenerate him, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not terrible. Alright, so let me... I'm going to grenade this guy. Right there. And I'm going to stop him. If you press backspace, all your orders go away. And I'm just going to park him here and have him aim this direction. And then this guy... I'm going to have him aim in here. But I'm going to need him to move like this. That might actually even be too close. Actually, I'm going to use my sniper. I'm just going to park him there. And I'm going to aim right that way. Because that's a little bit too close for him. Because they're obviously for long range stuff. And I'm actually going to move him back a little bit. So hopefully this guy will come around. But I suspect he's probably going to go into the building. And then this guy's just kind of free to do whatever. And same with the other guy. So I'm just going to kind of leave him, I think. And then we'll see if I need him later. We'll just kind of park him behind the door. And same sort of thing. Oh yeah, I gotta move my grenade guy back after I fire. I don't think it's gonna cause him any damage, but we'll see. Because he might riot shield out of that. Yeah. That guy's going to get sniped. You get this little thing when they're about to get sniped. So I'm going to have to be a little bit more aggressive with him. Let's see if I can try to charge him. I'm just going to leave him here. I'm just going to park him in here. I don't really need him. Alright. Yeah, he's dead, so... And there we go. Now I'm going to actually probably do that. So once I get here, I'm going to aim and say he's going to be this direction somewhere. You notice that the submachine gun doesn't get the diamond, so they don't get the bonus there, because that's kind of their little drawback. Let me move him over a little bit. Put the diamond like here. Alright, I'm fairly happy with that. And then you can obviously issue orders to the enemy units to try to see, you know, what'll happen depending on where they go. Okay, so he's down. Oh, they took out my sniper. Dumb. Alright, so I got this one guy left. Man. Alright, so... got that. Let me bring my grenade guy up here, just in case he comes around the corner. Let's cancel the aim. I'm gonna have him like aim out this window. And then I'll probably... This building is annoying. I don't know. I might just take him around. Yeah, he can get him there. I'm actually gonna probably engage and stop on sight on him. So as soon as he sees him, he'll just fire at him. Just need to get this last guy out. Ugh! God, I got him too. Jeez. Alright. I think that's, yeah, that's outside, just outside of his range. Yep, he's gonna get killed too. Man, what am I gonna do? Alright, let me take this guy. Alright. I'm just gonna sit here for now, and I'm gonna try to use my grenade. to go like in here and try to shoot a grenade like out the window. Oh, nope. He's going to have that covered. Alright, never mind that. Yeah, I don't know what to do. This one guy is pinning 3 of my guys down. It's ridiculous. Maybe I'll do something stupid. Nope, just parking there. Alright. Well. Let's do the following. This is when I'm going to use my long turns, actually. I'm going to bring this guy all the way around back. Actually, let's do it halfway. I don't want to do it all the way there. Let's bring him around back to like halfway. Like this. Because I don't want to get snuck upon if he comes around the corner or something. I'm just going to keep him there. Turn the long turns on. Because I don't know which way he's going to go. If anyway. No, he's just sitting there. So there's your long turn. That's longer than 5 seconds. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to go here, and then we're going to aim at him and come out. Look at you going so slow. And hopefully the guy won't turn around and come towards me. See, that is like a one-shot thing. If that works. Alright, let's try it and see. Don't turn around. Well, he's facing the wrong direction, so maybe, even though he's not in the diamond anymore, he's dead. Okay, thank goodness. So as soon as you kill everybody, the mission ends, so you can exit out of that. And then you give success, kind of. So I'm going to return him to home. I got $8,000 from that. So your money, you know, like I said, your money is used for mercenaries. You also have to pay for these services. So, for example, if you want to use silenced weapons, you have to pay for a silencer. If you use grenades, you have to pay for the explosive ammunition stuff. So it just adds more cost to it. So they're going to go back to base, and then we'll have to re-heal them because half of them are dead. So it's not a monetary penalty, it's just a time penalty, because then I only have basically 3 units, so I'm going to swap those 3 with the 3 that are in Bravo, and then I'm back to a full squad there. So, and then that's basically that. So that's a quick little look at the city mode. It's really interesting. I like how, you know, it feels like it's a non-linear campaign. I like that. Although it has some linearness to it for people that like the story-based, so it still has the story-based incursions here, which follow, you know, handcrafted type levels. But in addition to that, it has more of an open world, sort of grand strategy feel, where you're interacting with these other factions, you're doing missions for them, you're fighting over territory in the game. So, you know, it kind of has both things there, which makes it, I think, pretty interesting in the long run. I think a lot of people are going to sink a lot of time into that. In addition to that, you know, the game has a lot more units, and then it has all the same features from before. You know, it has the single-player skirmish games and then all the online features, including the one-turn mode. So this is definitely something I'll be looking at as it gets closer and closer to release sometime pretty soon. That's all I have for today. Until next time, bye now.